Everybody just say I and make sure I know everybody.
I.
You ever heard of a criminal who's been executed reoffending?
Don't mention
Yeah.
rabbits.
Mention rabbits.
Rabbits?
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 What the
I mean, we're not promoting it, but we're not.
You literally told them to do it. You are promoting it.
Yo, it's the straight up Bustas. You should know what it is by now. If you don't, my name's Dildo Shaggins. We have my 3 very good friends. I've known these people for far too long for me to count. This is our podcast. Welcome all. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. We've this one's going to be more interesting. We've got a different structure, but I won't get into that for now. For now, introduce yourselves to below me or by me. It is.
Oh, it's me. Hello, it's Dingle. Ready to mingle. Excited for the day. Well, for this conversation, it's a change, but hopefully you lot can enjoy it. And yeah, stay tuned. And if you're on Ryan's Twitch, R-Techz's Twitch, and then comment, get involved, join us. And I'm going to introduce the person next to me is
OccipitalGem. I am just some guy, but also this new structure has been, brought to the masses by the minds of all 4 of us together, really, but mostly the 2 above me, let's be honest. So we got things going on. Next one up.
Right, it's S to the D. Suck my dick with a flick of the clit. If you like, if you subscribe, like this channel, it really help. And back to Dildo.
Back to strap on. That was your best introduction yet, Rob.
That was good. I did.
Well done, SD. Sorry, my apologies. All right, okay. So I'm going to be completely honest with anyone listening. I haven't really given this much thought in the sense of direction, as of course in the past we tried to fit quite a lot in within a short space of time, but because we cover so much, it ends up being a long space of time. But I'll tell you what, we are going to go with the first person. Sorry to say this live, it sounds really unprofessional, but I can't remember if we actually did say an order. So you guys are going to have to remind me on that.
I didn't see anything in our group chat.
I didn't see anything.
We're so organised here.
Yeah, we are organised.
Okay. Just decide amongst yourselves then. Who's gagging for something to say?
I'm happy to go first if everyone else is.
Cool.
Yeah, do it because my one's a bit
lengthy.
Not really lengthy. I would say a bit
bit heavy
news and
bit heavy.
I have a bit heavy and a bit paedophilic. That's not one. So you're not.
Jem already said what. Jem already covered it. Is like a bit heavy, and you're like, I'm an iron, and you're like, oh, it's a bit paedophilic.
Why did you spoil it?
Yeah. Now you're
also saying it's paedophilic implies that you like it.
I do not like it. It makes me sick to my stomach. How I did not know, even though the signs were there.
It's all child's play, mate.
I'd have to kick myself.
Right, okay, so we've spent a bit of time just nattering on chinwagon. We're going to leave this to Mr. Dingle, ready to mingle with a Pringle and whatever else. Take it away, mate. What are we talking about?
So I want to talk about, mine doesn't seem as good now. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but anyway. Mine is games that should be remastered and games that have been forgotten about and left people answering what next. I mean, there's a game that comes to mind called Nightmare Creatures. It was released in 1997, and there was so much potential for this game. I can't stress it enough. And considering all the technology and the graphics we got now, the game was ahead of its time. But if you watch it now on YouTube, you look at the graphics and go, "Oh God, they're clunky." But at the time, they were really good because I had it on Dreamcast. Old school. And the game was just, you had it's like the game's like, what was it? Nightmare Within? Is that Within?
You mean Evil Within?
Evil Within, yeah.
That was.
It's one of them games where they did 2 games, and the second one it's still left an unanswered question. There's so much missing, and I feel some YouTuber, I forgot what his name is, but I will find it out, did a massive story on this game. What was it? Saying he agrees with me because we were talking in the comments to each other about it, and the game does have a lot of potential to come back. Even if they go, I don't know what road they would go down, but there's still an unanswered story that I want to get to the bottom of. And I don't know what you guys think. I'm going to try and find this guy's name. But if you guys got any like games you'd like to see back, or games that have just shocked you in like what next? Like,
well, I've just put up on the. I can see SD is watching it with me. I've just randomly put up a walkthrough, and I've just put it somewhere in the middle of that Nightmare Creatures because I've actually never heard of that. So I thought it was quite interesting. No, I'm looking at it now. It looks old as shit.
It is. I remember playing it as does a bit from the back, from the back. But there was a guy I was talking to, and I'm trying his. He was. What's his channel called? Oh, I couldn't find it now. It is an old school game, but there's like they kind of left you on a cliffhanger, and nothing ever became of it. And it's like, what? There was so much.
So much potential, just for
obviously potential, but there's such a big story that's still unanswered because you don't get to the bottom of who you find out who created these monsters, but you never actually get to see him. And that was it. Okay. That was the end of the second game, and it's just like, don't leave us hanging. But that game is old as shit. But to this day, I completely forgotten the name of the game when I was like. About a year ago, and I was just typed in zombie games for Dreamcast because I was determined to find this game, and it went from like top 20 zombie games for the Dreamcast, and I found it. I was like, there it is, and it was called Nightmare Creatures, and that game will always have a big place in my heart because that was when like the PlayStation 1s had the demo games where you could play the disc, and I had the demos on, and like I said, this game had so much potential. And there's still an unanswered. There's a good following to this game. It's just a shame why they cut cords with it. I just don't understand. But it would be nice to see something happen with this, or if it. I don't think it will. It's been too long now. But yeah, I mean it's a nightmare. But it is what it is.
It looks quite cool, to be fair. I mean, and you can tell it's old. It looks very clunky, like the movement.
But I remember playing it on Dreamcast, and like we play GTA now, and we're like, oh, this is amazing graphics. That's what it was back then. That was brilliant to me on Dreamcast.
Yeah, not bad with about 16 megabytes of RAM and like a 300 megahertz processor. I mean, that was the top-notch processing time at the time. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, these days, you got crazy i9s going up to like 6 gigahertz. So if you have the money, that is. I mean, what I want to see is I'm not sure if any of you heard of New Vegas.
Yeah, of course, we've all heard of it. God.
I mean, the only person I can imagine hearing of it is fucking Occipital.
Yeah, I know what New Vegas is, mate. I know Fallout.
What, you played it?
I haven't played any of the Fallouts, but I know what they are. I know what they look like.
You should do it. It's friggin' cowboys and
Indians.
Post-apocalypse, and 50s style. The fuck? So I'm watching a video at the same time. It's like
it's cool. It looks like an enjoyable game. I can imagine young me playing this game. I must admit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the technology and graphics and all that we got now. I mean, some of these games just feels like.
Yeah, it feels like a bloody lifetime ago. Because it is basically. This monster's getting his bloody head kicked in. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
But obviously back then that was amazing to us. That's like the God of War now that it was back then. But this game had And this woman here, she shows up in the second one, but only for like 2 minutes. And then she disappears again. And it's like, where the fuck's she going?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It kind of left me head scratching a bit.
Yeah, and nut scratching.
The fuck is that? It's like an octopus with a fuck off mouth.
It's
I know,
just
but it looks pretty freaky.
Fuck.
I ain't gonna lie.
It did used to creep me out, but the second one was better. So I preferred none of
It's gonna give me
to.
fucking nightmares.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of games at the top of my head. I mean, a game that you posted in our chat, Resident Evil, all the 1, 2, 3, and 4's getting a remake, isn't it? So I think they might end up doing maybe 5 and 6. I don't know if they'll touch that, but they don't.
What about the old Gran Turismos, like Gran Turismo 1 and 2?
I'm not really fussed on racing games, to be honest.
To be fair, you can't really go any further with racing games because most of them look fucking real anyway, but they don't have that same, that same fit. Well, you played a game while you're younger.
Yeah,
you play the game while you're younger, like fucking GT4, GT1, GT2, and that stuff like that. It doesn't, and GT3, it doesn't have the same kind of feeling.
I mean,
now it seems like all these cars and whatnot, and you drive around a track. It doesn't have the same feel as it used to. I mean, I don't know if that's a case of getting older, but I don't have the same kind of magic with some kind of games anymore, like where I used to.
It's exactly what that's exactly where I was going at. I mean, but it's like when I watch this game now, it just reminds me of just reminded me like how much of fun I had. Just playing.
It reminds you of simpler times as well.
Yeah, I mean,
when we were young and innocent and had no responsibility.
You put a disc in, don't have to buy any DLCs or anything.
No worries.
Yep, no microtransactions.
No microtransactions. Just buy the disc.
Yeah.
And there was like, there's so many. I'm thinking about buying a Dreamcast from Amazon.
Premium currencies.
But
they're really expensive now. They're like 50 quid.
Hey, what? Jeez, 50 quid. Crikey, blimey! It should be like a $5.
But that's it's my rant. Like because the story, the second one, you waking up, you kind of look like this mummified motherfucker, and you got an axe, and you start off like that, and you're like, right, how do you get it? You beat your way out, and there's combos and all that you can hit, and I remember at the time it used to creep the shit out of me, but now looking at it, I'm thinking, what the fuck? But it's just like there's an untold story that I still think needs to be heard. I mean, there's so much like the Mr. Crowley, what they call him he's the main guy that created all these demons. Yeah. And you only hear his voice. You don't actually get to put a face to the name. So it's like
trying to figure out who he is.
Yeah, and it's like wait, and they just cut off. And obviously, I don't know. It pisses me off when games do that. You can't have,
those and shit.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. I'm trying to see what the second one looks like. So this is back on the PS1. Shit.
Yeah, there he is. It was fun playing as him with the axe. I loved it. You can hit combos, and look how clunky it looks now. How far we've come. But back then, that was amazing to me. I was like, fucking brilliant.
To be fair, graphics have come a long way.
Yeah,
right.
The only next thing is VR. Or if I reference a anime that I like, Sword Art Online, which is literally like full.
Do you actually like the anime or do you like the abridged version? Just so I know.
Well, I watched it on Netflix.
You watched the actual anime?
Yeah.
You have terrible taste in anime.
How terrible taste? It was
because Sword Art Online is absolutely dreadful compared to other animes that are available.
Oh, come off. All anime is that kind of soppy fucking feeling shit.
I got more.
No.
It's literally like several fucking women after one.
Sword Art Online is terrible. Sword Art Online is genuinely terrible.
Right, here's a little secret as well. Well, it's not a secret now.
It's terrible. It's
when
about full dive.
To be fair, the only anime I like is hentai, and that's probably not appropriate for viewing online here. So
Yeah.
sorry, Dingle, carry on, mate. It is your time.
What's so bad about full dive?
Let's just stay on topic now.
Yeah, let's not get too.
It's
too
VR. It's gaming, so technically it still is.
Yeah, but we're for going off topic by talking about anime. So let's stay on topic of games.
It's still gaming because imagine this game full dive.
Shut up!
You are that fucking bloke.
It might still be gaming, but let's carry on with Dingle's idea before it gets too.
No, that was
convoluted.
what I was saying is right. This game, when I was playing it, when I first started playing this game, this was the first game that I listened to my first ever Red Hot Chili Pepper album.
Really? Which was?
It was this game. It was By the Way because my mum bought me it for Christmas, and I had it on in the background. I used to smash this and binge both, like the CD and the game.
Yeah.
So this kind of takes me back to like Chili Peppers when I think of this game as well. Because I had like All Around the World playing and all that.
Yeah, all that. They've really been around that long.
Yeah.
Chili Peppers. Their first albums in the 80s, mate.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there a drummer like ex Nirvana or something?
No.
What?
No.
You're thinking of Foo Fighters. You're on about Dave Grohl.
Foo Fighters. Dave
Yeah,
Grohl, yeah.
mix up.
I'm sorry, mate, but I'm clipping that. That's your thing for the start now.
Dave Grohl.
Foo Fighters then.
Oh,
No, you got Chad Smith, the drummer for Chili Peppers. He looks like Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, yeah.
But yeah, that was like.
I'm trying to think of games that I would like. Oh, it's harder to think of old games because obviously it was so long ago.
I've got one.
Oh,
I think SD will agree with me on this one. Freelancer. That needs to be remastered. Really.
That's Elite Dangerous, pretty much. Apart from obviously without the storyline.
No, Elite Dangerous is you literally only have like a very small ship. Which
Are you sure? The Anaconda's fucking enormous.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't played it.
They literally have full-on sized
Anal beads.
starships where other people can land on it.
Star Citizen's having that as well, which is made by the same person who made Freelancer, but it's just online.
Mm.
To be fair, if they remastered it, it will just be another carbon copy of Star Citizen, I guess. I mean, if they
is this the one, Jem?
Star Citizen with
this is it, yes.
Let's have a look.
I mean, you see.
Oh, this doesn't look too old though, or maybe it just looks good.
It was released in 2000, so it's 23 years old now.
Sheesh. It's hard to.
I mean, these space stations, they literally have movable space stations in ED.
Yeah.
So is this like Eve at all? Like Eve Online, or is it?
Eve's more about the numbers.
Not the letters.
Not the letters, no.
Most of the time, it's all about the bass. I thought.
No trouble.
Way! Oh dear.
One thing that this didn't have is this piloted much like regular say like regular flying around fucking thing. It's not like Elite Dangerous where you can literally do a 180 turn.
You can in this game.
It flies like a plane.
This if you learn the controls if you get like the high level player on and learn the controls and everything, you can play this game like that, where you like switch off your engines and drift and like spin 180, drift, turn on your engines and fly back at people before they have a chance to really figure out what you're doing and stuff like that. Like, it does have the complexity there, but it's also made for people who, aren't really ready for that sort of complexity. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to have a degree in physics to play this game.
So they've not.
Let's be honest.
What about USD? Is there any that point out to you that you'd want remastered?
I want New Vegas remastered.
Oh,
We're
what year
on
was
about
that? Though?
like,
Wasn't that like
old school.
Yeah, we're talking like maybe 2000s and below. Like this is literally 2000s now.
Like 90s.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I don't know, maybe not though, because my choice would be Star Wars Republic Commando, which actually has been remastered, but only for PS and Wii Switch. Sorry.
What about Battlefront 2? Not like the shitty remarks master they done for Steam, where they basically just redid the whole game.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a remaster of just Battlefront 2 as it is,
and the first one.
Just so you know, the new Battlefront 2 is not a remaster of the old Battlefront 2. It's a sequel to the remaster of the first one, which wasn't a remaster of the first one. It was just a completely new game using that title because EA owns it.
Yeah, Rob.
You just established that EA suck.
I mean, everyone knew that.
Yeah,
Even they know that, mate.
but they do challenge everything.
I mean, EA stands for Elite Arsehole, so what do you think?
Elite microtransactions.
Well, no, because it's EA. It's not EM.
Microtransactions annoy me.
Yeah.
Never used to do
But
that
yeah,
in old
no,
school gaming.
I do think that would be cool if they did remaster the old Battlefronts. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be very cool.
I do have another one for the list. If
Yeah,
you know,
go for it.
Dawn of War, the Warhammer real-time strategy game. There were 3 games, but nobody likes number 3. We would like 3 struck from the record, and a new 3 being made that is not anything like that one. But yeah, it follows the Blood Ravens and their fights against the forces of chaos and aliens as they protect the Imperium from threats without and within.
So did you say that's a turn-based?
It's real time.
A real-time.
Yeah, real-time strategy.
So would that be similar to like a Command and Conquest?
Yeah. So the first one is very much like Command and Conquer.
Oh, Command and Conquer. Sorry, yeah.
Or like Age of Empires, that sort of thing. Where it's more like Age of Empires than it was Command and Conquer, because you had to use a unit to build buildings in that.
Yeah.
And then your buildings built your units. The second one was more focused on squads, so you selected your squads before you started the mission, and you like geared them up. So you had your force commander, and then you had the choice of a tactical squad.
Shit!
Devastator squad.
Hello guys and welcome.
Yeah, that sounds decent.
Galactic Battlegrounds.
There's a game that I've just thought of something. I just thought of a game. When you were saying RTS, this game popped up. This for me is the equivalent for Dan. So this game I literally grew up on. I put so many hours into this, making my own scenarios, just fucking around.
Oh my fucking god, yes.
This was the shit back in the day. Like, I really want a remaster of this game. This is basically Age of Empires on Star Wars steroids.
Yes.
It's just a sci-fi version, but they do have differences.
I remember seeing you play this game.
Yeah, probably.
Anyone consider Duke Nukem?
No,
Just don't.
Why not?
Duke Nukem Land of the Babes.
Have you seen the latest one?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
shit.
They finally released a sequel a couple of years ago, and oh my god.
Yeah, they released it, and it was...
Did they butcher it?
What it should have been when they released Time to Kill, really. And it was like 10 years out of date.
Yeah, it was shit.
Fucking shocking. I was so wow. I don't know what to say. I ain't got words to.
Was that the? So I think I'm getting confused. What's what? What was the? There was a Duke. Wasn't there a Duke Nukem? It was called Duke Nukem. Yeah. Which one's the Forever? Is that the fourth one?
That's the most recent one, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, that's the most recent one, right? Well, how old's that one though? Or roundabout?
We went past your base.
Probably about 5-6 years now.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's
Not like
I think it
proper.
was 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming up to me.
I have one more, but I think the way the world's moving now, I think people will get too upset with their kids playing it. A game called Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, I remember that.
That was fucking hilarious.
It's not like Bully or Postal. It's not one of those.
Oh no! It's just pure fucking. It's random. It's funny. It was hilarious.
What's it called? What's it called?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Can you get rid of that
2011.
8-hour fucking montage of Freelancer, please?
What the heck is this? I've never heard of this in my life.
Have you not? You're not lived.
No, I've never seen ever.
Oh, why are you putting mine last, you dickhead?
I'm not. I'm just making sure mine is within the frame because I keep. You got to stay on topic. That's a video. Oh wait, I'm on the same thing. Fuck's sake! I clicked the same video.
Conker's Bad Fur Day was hilarious,
My
but it was
douchebag.
just pure funny.
It
Didn't
looks
take
like a
themselves too
Ratchet and
serious.
Clank type vibe. Is that? Am I right in saying that? Or
What the fuck is that?
It is what it looks like.
what the heck?
Oh mate, it gets weirder from there.
No way. What the?
Yeah.
I am the big mighty Pooh. I will throw my shit at you.
What?
Yeah,
That's the first boss in the game. The big mighty Pooh. By the way, I've never played the game because my parents would never let me buy it.
Fucking video.
But it is
What in the
amazing.
world, mate? I just don't understand.
What the
the
fuck is this
multiplayer as
video?
well was brilliant. Ugh.
Rock solid.
It gets like really. It's just pure. It's like a South Park game, really. It's just mad.
It gives me that kind of sort of vibe, yeah. Oh my days, man.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, we're moving on then. We don't want to go off like we usually tend to do. Thank you, D to the I to the G to the L to the E. It's now time for SD. And I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. Take it away, me old mucker.
Right, I'm going to leave that activity.
All
Yeah,
right,
my one's a bit fucking weird because I actually know the guy.
Oh no.
Ooh, okay, all right. now we're talking. Give us the
I won't
juice.
say his name at this time, but I'll basically go through what the Dorset Echo.
No real names.
They're obviously not sponsoring the channel, so they can go and stick it. This guy I used to work with.
Oh, right. Okay. I actually have a similar story. Go on. Yeah, go on.
So yeah, I used to work with this guy. Previous job. It was a bit of a grot bag. Didn't wash properly. Just all round weirdo. His missus was weird as well. But it appeared in the Dorset Echo. Basically, this guy has pleaded guilty to making indecent images of children.
Yeah.
After police found significant serious images on seized devices, it's like, well, why would you have them in the first place, and why would you carry them around? Because
I think we know the exact reason why. None of us just want to say it because it sounds revolting.
it's fucking gross.
I think the reason isn't really what we're, I think we.
I mean, he's got 3 counts. So that's of making indecent photographs, pseudo photographs of child, i.e. made up ones, and 1 count of possessing prohibited image of a child, and 1 count of possessing an extreme pornographic images portraying an act, brace yourselves, intercourse with animals.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
That's so kinky. I mean, what the heck is that?
It's not. This is actually serious. I mean, fuck
this. This is serious. Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah. I mean,
intercourse with animals.
Yeah, that's wrong on too many levels.
Oh.
It's like a dead baby joke, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, like, you know, with all my exes, you probably see I've had a few dogs and cows in my day. But
Yeah, I've had a moose in my past.
No, you had a whale in your past.
It's a disease, isn't it? Well, it's not a disease. It's like I'm not. It's hard. I got to step lightly on this because it is. It's like it's disgusting. That's what it is. But it's like it's your mind, isn't it? It's like you're attracted to that. Like, I'm attracted to women. Some people think I'm attracted to both. Sometimes I don't. But it's your mind, isn't it? It's like you can't. There's no. There's no. I don't know how to say it. You can't change.
There's no guideline to.
There's no. It's like you can't. Like you can't change someone's sex, or you can't change someone's sexual
desires.
I
think people like that need to be,
hanged.
They do need help. Big help.
I mean,
with the LGBT community,
it all depends how far it goes, really.
In my opinion, the ones who know what they feel is wrong and do seek help and refuse to act on their desires.
Yeah,
we should support them and help them reject what they feel and give them all the support that they need because they are deliberately going out of their way to keep kids safe from themselves.
And no one's going to follow you on that, Matt. No one's going to say go into that without that. No one's going to go into that without telling the truth, are they? You're not gonna lie about it. At least
I'm just gonna follow a Occipital here. Funnily enough, in some parts, I believe America, the LGBTQ, however
LGBTQ,
whatever you want to call them,
the alphabet mafia.
They've actually there's like a subsection of them who's accepted the age sexual.
Age sexual.
Yes.
It's a weird one. Basically, they accept child predators, which I think is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Are you on about the MAPS thing, minor attracted people?
The minor attracted people.
Have you seen the hypothetical logo?
I have, and no, just
it is horrific.
It's a hit.
I don't reference Pantera here, but be yourself by yourself. Away from me.
Yourself by yourself. Yeah.
These minor attracted persons. These are not the kind of people I'm talking about. Those people are proud of it and they want it to be legalized and everything, and they can be lined up against a wall and shot for all I care.
Yeah, you can't. It's because
preferably with a flamethrower.
Because kids' minds are like sponges. It's like they don't know right from right, and all it does is monsters create monsters. So the effect that they have on these children, if they offend these children, they're going to grow up and think it's normal to do this to younger kids.
Yeah,
it's just going to go on.
Very vulnerable, and they're susceptible and easy to manipulate. That's why, I don't want to get political on this, but that's why they try and the powers that be in the media and whatever else have you, even government. They try and infect and brainwash the young because the young are easier. Think of all the things.
Why they have civilized society.
I could name probably at the top of my head like a bunch of stuff that I used to believe when I was like 10 and under. And now you think of it and you're like, what the fuck? I remember getting told that spiders are scared of coconuts. Like, I know that sounds funny, but like at the time I was like, I really thought it was true. And then when you find out something so when you realize how stupid it is,
I remember being told that Father Christmas exists.
I suppose
wait, he does. Hold on, wait, what?
Don't worry, Ryan.
This is why
he exists.
What was like a sensible attitude towards life rules. I mean, what we have in Western society is a list of rules that protect anyone under the age of 18. I mean, you're not allowed to vote until you're 18, which I think is acceptable. Because, to be honest, you can be brainwashed easily. You're naive. You don't know as much. You have to be guided sensibly, which, going off shaggins, you can be easily influenced, and they think it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's learnt from the parents. I mean, if your parents are fucking hell, I don't know, vegan, you're going to be vegan yourself. That means you'll have a
more
list
likely
of
to be vegan.
you'll have a big list of rules in your head going, oh, I can't eat meat, it's fucking terrible. I'll be petrified of eating it. But they don't see the side that we're all omnivores. We pretty much eat to survive, so you can eat pretty much whatever the fuck you like.
The funny thing is,
Food
just
chain.
to say one quick thing, I actually know someone who their daughter, who's our age, has actually, well, it was around 20 something, has actually never even tried meat or had meat of any kind. It's purely just never. So to me, that's a bit baffling. I can't try to get my head around never eating any meat like for 20 odd years. Like, jeez.
Probably petrified of eating it because she'll feel like that her parents will, I don't know, disown her. Because obviously it's learned behaviour. I mean, I've got a kid in the way, and I'm thinking, oh, fucking hell. I can't teach my child my own behaviours because I have to make sure my child is civilised, knows rights from wrong, but not my prejudice. Because obviously, when you grow up, you have to learn your own way, if you know what I mean. But obviously, guiding a soul from birth till adulthood is an absolute... It's petrifying. And
well, you're going to be finding out soon, my son.
And I'm just putting out there, I'll be petrified if some fucking disgusting piece of shit, like this prick on the Dorset Echo, fucking taking images of my child, abusing them. I mean, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably grab hold of this cunt and tear him limb from limb.
All right, let's not.
Did you hear about the guy who straight up executed a paedophile on live TV?
What?
Oh my god!
I think I did.
Should give him a knighthood.
He was in America and he was let off.
Fucking rightly so.
So
the thing is, it's easy to act like this, and we all know how repulsive all this is. But I hate to sound cliche-ish, but two wrongs don't make a right. At the end of the day, if it's done, via law. Like it's like if someone did something wrong to you, and instead of we won't go to the stage of execution, but
but somebody's
a different manner. Yeah, but I'm talking whatever it is. I'm not going to say an example. Whatever it is that's broken, that's something criminal. And you lock them up in your house, right, or wherever you lock them up. You choose to lock them up. That it's still not really right because you can't take the law. You know the old saying, you can't take the law into your own hands. Yeah, you have to go through channels in order to do this. So it's easy to go like, oh yeah, the twat deserved it, but I mean, I don't. It shouldn't be as simple as that because otherwise people can be barbaric. I mean, imagine if everyone did that.
Okay.
Imagine if Gem stole from me.
I'm
keeping you in my loft. I mean,
I think you're I wouldn't blanket cover all of it. I'll just say a case of if person A's done like a full-on disgusting act against humanity. I mean, you'd be morally obligated to push the punishment. I mean, I guess you wouldn't take it into your own hands and kill the person yourself. But you'd put it towards a fair jury and a fair judge.
Not everything not everything is so easily proven as well. Remember, so I mean, I'm going to use myself.
Only Siths deal with the absolute.
I just remember.
Think about Gary Glitter. Gary Glitter. He's been released recently. He's in Portland right now.
How long was he in for?
He was in Portland when he was serving as well. By the way.
He done a half sentence for abusing 3 girls. Half sentence of 8 years.
What about that?
This guy should be fucking booted through the curb. He was disgusted.
What about the singer from Lost Prophets?
Oh yeah, Ian Watkins. Oh, Ian Watkins. Sorry, I keep saying Watkins.
He should be strung up by his ballsack.
Well, they should bring. I do think that if they should bring it like the death penalty, like torture methods back.
Or the electric
chair.
I wouldn't have said that extreme. Just fucking cut their head off. Be done with it.
John Crane, not John Crane, Jigsaw. That sort of torture methods.
Fucking hell.
Make them fight for their life.
That would be a bit harsh.
Yeah, I think that would just
how
be,
would it? That
that would
politician
just be a bit too evil.
about the death penalty.
There is a politician that's saying that they want to bring back the death penalty.
Have you ever heard of a criminal who's been executed reoffending?
That's a
He's gonna kill somebody in his death. As he's
I
dead.
do believe we should give people a chance at rehabilitation especially for like certain offences, like if you kill someone in the heat of the moment, okay, you have to do your time in jail, and that's normally like 20 years for murder, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Oh, I thought it was life for murder.
Life is 25.
I was going to say life is 25.
When it 5 months of good behaviour.
In America, life is literally I think life is literally life in America, isn't it?
No, it depends on.
Life is life, America.
Not always. No, life is still 25 years in America as well. It's just that in 25 years, a lot has changed, and you basically become like, even in 10 years is a lot of time. If you do it, well, it would be 12 if you do it half your sentence. Because you get the ability to apply for parole at half your sentence normally.
Oh, okay.
So it's still a long time, and so the world is very different in 12 years from when you leave. So you are being put into a new world where you don't know what's going on. You don't understand the world you're in now.
But if you're into the type of things,
let's be honest,
just bringing it back on. That's exactly the way children feel, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you've been abused as a young child, you're going to carry that for life.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course you are.
I mean, if this guy just gets away with it on a 5-year sentence and he's out again, it's just like, well, this kid has to live with it for the rest of their life. And I'm all for the.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm all for the
this offence. This particular offence should either be a life sentence or should have some sort of capital punishment where it's, let's say, castration.
That works. Yeah. Chop the bollocks off.
Mutilation.
Yeah, they won't do that again.
They won't be able to if you do it, completely. Not just the bollock.
It's funny. I have a couple. I won't go on about it, but there's a couple of things for me. Someone I used to work with, actually. He was in the Echo about a couple of years ago. Yeah. And that was for excuse me.
Was he a fucking nonce?
I think it was. I'm gonna just be out there. I think it was rape. I think it was somebody. It wasn't. I don't think it was someone in a minor thingy, but he wasn't exactly old himself. I think he was like 20, so even a few years younger, say 16.
You feel disgusted yourself that you didn't notice.
Yeah, but it's funny that as you pointed out, you were like, oh, his wife or girlfriend, whoever you said, fiance, was a bit weird. He didn't. He smelled all the time. He just had that vibe about him. That's how once that news comes out, I felt that about the dude I'm talking about, because I was like fucking hell. Like when I look back at it, some of the things he said and done, there were their red flags. But then there was the other dude that me and you actually. There's me and you that someone that me and you know.
You don't want to believe somebody's capable of that.
No, well.
Yeah, but look at Jimmy Savile. He got away for it for years. It's only when he died everyone found out. So finding out. But
yeah, he's got nothing to lose once he's
Gary Glitter as well. Fucking hell.
Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter, a lot of people sort of knew, but they didn't talk about it because in those days it wasn't something you talked about. You just I remember hearing my mum saying that she wanted to go see Jimmy Savile show when it came like around where they were living.
Yeah,
and her dad was like, "Yeah, no, you're not. You can watch it on TV, but you're not going to
know who he was."
Don't forget Rolf Harris.
Oh fuck!
But as I was going to say, as someone that me and you know, SD, remember my old karate teacher, Tim?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah, when I found out about that and the fact that my little sister had been coming and pick me up with my mum, it just like really just gets you.
Plays on your mind, doesn't it? It will.
Yeah, it really does, mate. Yeah, he had a red Porsche, and do you know what the funny thing is? Though you wouldn't have thought he was like that. He was like the opposite to what you think. He took care of himself. He seemed like a really polite, nice guy. Like he was really easy to chat to.
Well,
Don't
that's
want to believe it.
But that's the thing. That's what they say is the best thing to do. If you want to hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
So the saying goes. And I don't think, we'll ever be able to just say, oh, he's one of them, guessing, because...
hold on. Your mate...
Stories where some guy... The actual prisoners themselves, in prison, obviously, finding out what people are, and like they're either rapists or paedophiles. I tell you, prisoners absolutely love paedophiles because they obviously give them the what for and sexually abuse them. I have to condemn it because I'm a civilized man, but they're the kind of people who deserve it. Before obviously being absolutely beaten the fuck out of and obviously dying.
Just to interject, guys, to apologise. Jay Stump, I believe this is Dingle's friend. It's just commented saying this is back to what we were going a little while ago, so I do apologise, Jay. I've only just seen it, but it says you do more than half on that many years. I think that was back when we were talking about the years.
8 years.
Yeah.
As I was about to say, I've done a tour of Dorchester Prison. It was led by someone who used to work there, and currently works at the prison of Portland. And
don't mention rabbits.
Mention rabbits.
Rabbits. What
the? You really threw me off there for a moment. But yeah, what he said was that like that unit that he works at, it's all like nonsense and that because they're normally kept away from general population.
Exactly what will fucking happen to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be getting their punishment by the criminal justice system, not by the justice system, but the criminals themselves.
Yeah, because
because criminals don't like that kind of person.
It's the trash taking the trash out.
Exactly. And it's like, I feel like they should just tell him, the new prisoner, he's in here for this, and then throw him in there. See what
go nuts.
Like a shark tank. Throw the fish in a shark tank. It's like that. Go at it.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, but then you're gonna try and go down for the harshest thing so that people leave you alone.
Yeah. I'll turn my head.
Civilized society, that's how it is, isn't it? You can't allow their wrongs to affect your civilized mind in such a way, but it's a case of this may sound terrible.
I mean,
but they should put all criminals in one place, regardless of what they've done, and let themselves deal with their own morals themselves. But at the same time,
you know what happens when you do you know what happens when that happens when you do that, Rob?
Murder.
You get Australia.
Yeah, but Australia's not that bad. I mean, they didn't completely wipe out the indigenous population like the Americans did.
Yeah, I mean, the Americans weren't criminals that we just shipped away somewhere. The Americans were just people who wanted to leave.
Mostly from Ireland.
Okay,
I'll put that out there, and obviously Spaniards.
Also, they didn't completely wipe out the indigenous population either. They're still there, just with reduced rights and having to make money by
genocide across America.
They didn't wipe them all out though.
Smallpox and God knows what else, and war.
Yes, but they didn't wipe them all out. There's still groups of them that have diminished rights, are basically kennelled into patches of land which probably weren't the ones that
genocide though. There was literally 90% of the population that died.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's at the moment, not to go off subject, but like with America, it's an entire nation built on immigration, yet they can't understand different skin colors, even though they are all different skin colors. But at the same time, they're all Americans. I mean, throw it out there, literally a country built on immigration.
Yeah. Let's be honest here. Clearly, racism is a big issue, but we're not talking about racism now, are we? We're talking about
different episode.
Story for another time.
Fucking nonsense at the moment. How they should be castrated and fucking their heads smashed against the walls.
Yeah,
they get protected, don't they, in prison? They get like their...
Well, it depends.
Yeah,
if you got money behind you, then aim is possible.
Well, no, it's like the system.
The system protects them because they don't want the paperwork of having someone die in
but
prison.
then you got to think about who was there to protect the young, and you got to think, well, where does nothing? It don't make sense. But you could argue about that all day long.
Yeah, who was there to protect the child?
Exactly.
Do you know? I'll give you guys a little. We better wrap it up shortly. We've been going for a little while once again. We will get the hang of this. But there is a funny fact, and for anyone that's watching now, and who will be watching, you might want to cover your ears for this because this might be the most
darkest,
rancid thing. Yeah, this is going to be more rancid, I think, anything we've said. But actually, I found something out that is very interesting, but also completely disgusting. But you know what they say: all the bad things, most of the bad things, are more interesting than the good things. So, but basically, I cannot remember. Let me try and get it up. Actually, hold on. As she said,
I just want to quickly interject.
Yeah, go on. No, carry on, because I got to search it up. Carry on. Yeah.
The nonce I'm talking about is called Jamie Roberts.
Oh, okay. We're just.
We're just gonna straight up
drop him in there.
Right. We spent half an hour not saying it.
On the street, please punch him in the face for me.
Oh my god!
I don't even know what it's like.
We're not going to know.
He's not going to end up in a general.
But at the same time,
he's going to end up in Portland, where all the nonces go.
Yeah, they protect them.
He's going to be put in a jail with a bunch of other people that are like him.
So they have the same interests.
He's not going to be put in a jail where someone's going to actually punch him.
I mean, he's not like
he's not like Andrew Tate, where he will end up in a general.
Taxpayers relying on the government to look after us. Just going to put that out there.
You say it's in the Daily Echo.
Yeah, it's from Daily Echo. The link's on the WhatsApp, mate.
All right.
Oh, I haven't checked that. But just to say my thing,
category B images and category C images.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry on my thoughts. Sorry, just bear with me one tick here. So I found this very interesting, but as I said, it's disgusting. Does anybody know the youngest person to ever give birth?
13, wasn't it?
13, wasn't it?
It is 5 years old.
What?
Lena Marcela Medina de Gerardo. Oh, I'm trying to say it.
Mexican.
Spanish pronunciation, that is. I can't do the proper.
Wow.
Yeah, in September 23rd December 1933 is a Peruvian woman.
Peruvian snow.
Anyway, woman who became the youngest confirmed mother in history. When she gave birth on the 14th of May 1939.
Left her severely disfigured because children.
Yeah, it's going to.
5 months, 5 years,
she...
7 months, and 21 days.
How did she manage?
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to that point. So it says, based on the medical assessments of her pregnancy, she was less than 5 years old when she became pregnant, which was possibly due to, I cannot say this word, precocious puberty. Puberty that is at unusual early age. In most cases, the process is normal in every aspect except that unusual early age. Blah 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 blah. I think you know where I was going with that.
5 years old. Yeah. I was playing.
5 years old. Yep. I know, but I know it sounds bad. But I'm putting it in perspective. Like you never would have thought that would be possible.
And Duplo.
Yeah, something else it is. You need a lot. Jay said you need a lot more followers for that to happen from here. I think he was on about
About sending someone out to beat up this guy. Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Not that we have any idea what he looks like, and we're not just going to go around.
No, remember, SD has worked with this guy.
I mean, we're not promoting it, but we're not.
You literally told them to do it. You are promoting it. You can't have. You can't take your cake and eat it, Rob. SD.
Wrong thing.
Yeah, if you see him out in the street, here's his full name on this podcast. Go and beat the crap out of him. 5 minutes later, I'm not condoning it.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning it. I'm promoting
but
if you can do the right thing or wrong thing,
it's going to come
on
a
you.
day, if this podcast ever does get popular, it's going to come a day when someone's going to go back and look at this and just be like, they had a guy on here that was just straight up telling people to beat people up.
Yeah.
Not people if they like fiddling with children. They're not people.
No,
still,
unfortunately, by definition, they
life
are
forms on this planet.
But unfortunately, by the definition that is presented by governments and human rights agencies, they are considered people. And however much I disagree with these people about whether these people should be considered people, whether the human rights violations should be disregarded for these kinds of people, I still believe that we should use the term until specifically told otherwise.
Parasite.
Got to be politically correct in this world,
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, like the ones that are definitely proud of what they are, they just need to be lined up and shot with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
With a flamethrower, I love that. That's so precise.
Why not just test it on? They'll do the rest of us a favour.
Yeah, like for science
vaccines and other things like that.
I mean, if you can tie them down, just pump them full of all of the, stuff that we do to animals.
You test like sex toys and violently do it so.
Oh,
because obviously,
look, Rob.
If they
I was talking about
children, they fucking deserve it.
I was talking about having them be useful rather than just doing that kind of thing. Like
right.
I
mean, my name's Dildo Shaggins, but I'm not in favour of
that. Look, SD, like people keep on going on about how testing things on animals is bad. So why don't we take these, people who are proud to,
be disgusting creatures.
Yeah, these disgusting creatures, and use them instead.
Yeah, that's a good use for them.
Yeah, tie them up and just inject them with random chemicals and just see what happens.
Just random chemicals until we one day figure out the cure of cancer. Just imagine that being the actual how it happens.
Yeah, this is so we gave them cancer by just injecting them with random chemicals, but we found the combination that cures cancer now.
And then they find out down the line the guy was innocent.
I mean, the kind of people we would be putting down are the kind of people who would genuinely join groups that are calling themselves maps rather than people who've just been accused of stuff.
Well, they've been all around the world.
Hey.
Right, okay, I think we're going to leave it around there. The next couple of minutes we will wrap up. We've been going for nearly an hour, which isn't too bad, I guess. And we haven't left anything to chance because I can see the input and the output going up and down. So
nice.
Fret not, Dingle. You're
Thank
fine.
you.
You're in the clear this time.
You didn't mess around with anything, and
we'll find out tomorrow.
A load of stuff cut out.
No, I'm sure we'll be fine. I appreciate everyone for checking it in, whether it's live or it's not. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do what we tend to do anyway, which is go backwards on the outro. So, SD, it's up for you to say your goodbyes and final thoughts.
Brilliant.
Hello. SD, you there, mate?
SD, have you muted yourself?
I'm half going for a piss and the fucking fire alarm is going off.
What?
Well, we'll come back to SD then, Jeb.
Okay. Well, obviously, everyone support the channel, support Dingle on his TikTok and his channel. Support the subreddit. It is r/straight up Bustas podcast. We've got some content on there, some fan art and that kind of stuff that's been sent in, and yeah, we've got some stuff. A poll there for you to tell us who your favorite member of this group is. Currently, I'm winning.
Is that just you who's voted? That's why.
Yeah, I'm the only person who voted, so obviously I voted for myself.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I'll pass it up the chain.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. I just want to give a shout out to James. Thanks for building my chair, mate. It's comfortable. I'm loving it. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, follow us, help us out. And if you want to join in the conversation, join R-Techz on Twitch. And yeah, that's me out. Dingle out.
Yeah. SD, are you back, my friend? Or are you still relieving your
Sexual
bladder?
disease.
He is not back. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. As punishment, he's going to do the outro. So Dildo Shaggins already know what time it is. Well, you might not know actually, but it's 2018. It's been I can't
It's not
muster up the
2018,
word.
it's 2023. Jesus Christ.
No.
So that's 5 years back. Yes, I know what you're talking about. It's 18 past 8.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
Anyway, as I said,
You
yeah,
don't
it's
need
been-
to swear so
it's-
much, FD.
it's been
Yeah.
productive actually. I think we've gone over very opposite
went
sides of the
lighthearted.
spectrum. Yeah, very light-hearted to very dark, which I kind of sort of like. I
Yeah,
think
I
I'd
do.
rather we did that from now on. Maybe me
Controversial
and
stuff.
Jen will figure out. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing next
like
time.
that.
This was Dingle and SD's turn, just for any people that are joining in late or didn't catch what we said at the beginning. But that's pretty much it for me. Really, I'm actually a bit not. I can't think of much to say because so much was said. It's actually hard to digest. I'm going to have to go back and really listen to what we said. But that's the straight up Bustas. SD, I want you to give us the outro and send us on our way.
Yeah, like and subscribe. I can't come up with what I said in my intro. I can't fucking beat that. I mean, suck my dick with a flick of the clip, but
That was it.
I was going to say, can't say it, but he just does it anyway.
yeah, I hope you like and subscribe. I know it's a fucking early part of our podcast. I mean, maybe a case it takes a couple of episodes to get into it, really like structured and whatnot. But really do follow us. We're going to follow real life things in general.
Things in
Not
general.
there
Yeah.
yet, but we will do so. If you like and subscribe, it'll help our channel massively. Tell your friends, tell your partners, punch a pedo, and good night.
Right, okay. I think I've just decided before I say goodbye. I think I've just decided what we're going to call Rob's section now. Punch a pedo. That's it. You've done it. You've done it.
That's great, yes.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
We get shirts printed out.
right. Okay.
Yes.
Punch a pedo shirts.
Okay. Well, that's we are gonna. Sorry, we're gonna leave it there because we are really getting time wise is getting ahead. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Good day or good night wherever you are. Yeah. See you later. Straight up Bustas. Catch us next week around the same time. If not, then I hope you enjoyed it for this episode and see you later. Cool.